I would be back this soon with a Debt Snowball update. I just sat down and did a Debt Snowball update at the start of March when we talked about how I had managed to pay off the previous card I was working on, which was a Discover card. And I told you guys we were going to start tackling this Amazon card. It was a huge balance of $4,573.03. And I say was because, you guys, this card got paid off today. I cannot believe it. I never, ever, ever expected I'd be coming back in just a couple of weeks and saying that we paid this card off, but we were very, very blessed to receive a stimulus check from, economic stimulus relief for this coronavirus pandemic that we're going through. That landed as a direct deposit in our account, and I knew that what I wanted to do with the majority of that money was say goodbye to this Amazon card. So I did a whole separate video where I broke down how much we received from the stimulus check and what our exact plans for every single penny of that money was. So make sure that you check out that video if you missed it. But I chose to take the bulk of that and put it right to this Amazon card. I am so happy to say that the balance on this card is $0. We are not going to pay thousands of dollars in interest over the course of, however long it would take us to pay this off. I'm exaggerating, it wouldn't have been thousands, but still, we saved ourselves quite a bit of money by taking that and putting it right to this card. So Amazon is paid off. And I pretty much have to color in this whole dang chart today in one fell swoop. Was not expecting that. I was not expecting for this card to get paid off this quickly. I never ever count my chickens before they hatch, so when they started talking about the possibility of this stimulus bill passing, I didn't even let myself think about the fact that what I could do with that money, or that would fast track this process. But I'm so glad that we got it. Amazon's paid off. I need to get this chart colored in, and it's all going to be in the same green and yellow because we did this whole thing in March. And then I'm going to talk about the next card on our list that we're going to tackle, and we're going to be able to put a little bit of money towards that as well, because we also chose to take some of that stimulus money and put it towards the next card on our list. So give me a minute to get this all colored in. I'm going to speed you guys up so you don't have to watch because it's going to take a while. I'll be right back to talk about the next card on our list. Guys, my hand is getting tired. It is a lot of work filling in this chart, but I'm so excited to have this done. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fill in the rest of this chart kind of off camera. I don't want to make you guys sit and watch me tediously color this, but just know that this is completely filled in. We should put in an end date here. Here's my pen. End date is March. What is the date? I think it was the 16th that this came in, or maybe the 17th, whatever, it's close enough. So we paid this off real quick. Like I said, we were so blessed to receive that stimulus money, and I'm so excited. You guys know how much of an emotional drain this card was, having this debt hang over our head was. This was the card that had the highest balance as well as the highest interest rate. And it's gone. Amazon, bye-bye. We're moving on. And I'm so excited to talk to you guys about what is next. So with Amazon paid off now, we are down to just 3 cards left, you guys. I can see the end of the tunnel. I can see the light. I'm so excited to be moving on to what's next. So we have 2 Lowe's cards right now and a Walmart card left to tackle. The Walmart card has a balance that's up here with this one. It's pretty high, but the interest rate on that one is a little bit lower. So even though I'm excited to get that paid off, that is not what we're going to tackle next. The one Lowe's card that we have, which is my Lowe's card, the card that is in my name, right now is carrying a balance. We put my new refrigerator on that card back in February, and we right now have a 0 interest period on that card until February of 2022. So that card technically has the lowest balance and is technically the card we should be tackling in this debt snowball next, but we're going to skip it for now because right now it's not collecting interest, and this card that we are about to tackle is collecting interest. You probably, by process of elimination, have figured out that the next card we are going to tackle is my husband's Lowe's card. So I'm just going to put his first initial, which is E, and write in that this is the Lowe's card. I'm going to really quickly go into my app here and find out exactly what his balance is, and we're going to talk about our plan of attack to get this card paid down as quickly as possible. So this card does not have a small balance by any means, but it's not quite as large as that Amazon card or the Discover card before it, so I feel like we're going to have no problem at all tackling this. It's going to take a while, but we can do it. The current balance on this card is $2,698 with 51 cents. That's the balance as of today, right now, and I'm excited to tackle this guy and see it go. So yeah, $2,698.51. I have my little debt-free chart here. You guys know I love to use these ones so I can color code and figure out, exactly how long it took us to pay these bills off. So I have this. I need to go in and do some math so I can fill in this side here. What I will do is just take this total. I'll probably round it up a little bit to like 2,700 just so that we have an even number and we're not dealing with change. I will divide that amount by 50 since there's 50 lines here. We'll get this chart all kind of set up and situated, and then we'll start talking about our plan of attack here, what our new debt snowball payment is going to be each week. So give me just a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so it took a little bit of time, but I got it all figured out here. So now each one of these lines represents $54. So every time I pay $54 worth of debt to this card, I can color in one of these lines. So the next bit of math I need to do then is figure out what our new debt snowball payment is. So we have paid off quite a few credit cards over the course of our debt-free journey. As I mentioned, we're down to 3 cards left, but I think we started out this process with something like 16 credit cards with balances on them. Now, not all of those balances were up this high, but we had minimum payments. We were paying on a ton of cards, and as we have paid those cards off, we have lumped that minimum payment that we were paying for those cards into our debt snowball. We like to make progress on our debt payoff on a weekly basis. And so what we have been doing is taking that lump sum of money that we were paying to minimum payments on cards that we've paid off, and we've divided that by 4 to get a weekly amount so that we can make progress every single week. So over the course of the last however long it's been since we started this journey, we've built our debt snowball up to $210 a week. So that was just taking that lump sum of monthly payments we were making and dividing it by 4 to get a weekly amount. Now, of course, you guys know some weeks have 5 paychecks. And on that, or some months rather, have 5 paychecks, and on that month we just make an extra payment, you know. We don't get too caught up in semantics. So we had built it up to $210 a week, but now we're going to be able to lump this minimum payment for this Lowe's card in there as well, so our debt snowball payment's going to go up. So the minimum payment for this Lowe's card is $90 a month. So since we are going to be making payments to this Lowe's card every week, we will definitely be able to make up that minimum payment, and that's why we're able to kind of lump it all in there as one. So we're going to take this $90 and divide it by 4 to get that into a weekly amount, and that breaks down to $22.50 a week. We're going to round it up to 23, and we're going to add that 23 to that 210. So 23 plus 210 gives us a new debt snowball payment of $230 or $33 rather a week to pay towards our debt. So that's exciting. Every time that our debt snowball goes up a little bit, we are excited. So from now on, whenever you guys see me sit down to do my weekly budgets and I write in my total for our debt snowball, you'll no longer see $210, you will now see $233 written in that space, and that's what we're going to pay to make progress on this debt weekly. So since each of these lines was, what did I say, like $54, that means that every single week, if we wanted to update this chart, we'd be filling in, you know, 3 lines plus. So that's exciting. I'm really, really excited to tackle this Lowe's card. You know, the closer we get to the end of this debt-free journey, the more fired up and excited I am. I can't go yet though, because we actually are going to make progress on this Lowe's card today. Because like I said, we did set aside some money from that stimulus check to go towards this card in addition to our Amazon card. So if you watched that video with my stimulus budget, you would see that we set aside $322.58 to go towards this debt. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a I'm just going to round it up to $323 is the amount we're going to pay today. So $323 today, just making myself a little note there. We're going to take this total then, 269851 minus $323, and that's going to bring our balance down to $2,375.51, which means we're going to be able to color in to this line here. We're going to use our March colors because we're still in March, and I am so excited that we already have progress on this card, and I don't have to close this book with a blank chart here with no color on it. So I'm going to go ahead and color this guy in. I will make that payment to this card, and we are already off to a great start. So I'm just going to get this colored in and I'll be right back. since we have already made a dent in this, I need to really quickly add in my start date, which is March 16th. I like to include a little start date and then an end date when it's done so I can see how long it took. I also like to color code this, so the payments that I make in March will be in these colors that I have deemed as March colors. They're the greens for St. Patrick's Day. And then when we pay off a chunk in April, those will be more like April colors, so probably like a purple or something for Easter, and so on, so that I can see the color blocks and they will represent how much we paid off each month. So I'm excited for this. I know it's only mid-March. I'm likely not going to come back at the end of March to do another update because there's been so many Debt Snowball updates lately. Sorry about that, you guys. I left my phone open. I am likely not going to come back at the end of March to do another Debt Snowball update. There's been so many Snowball updates lately, so the next time that you see me here will likely be towards the end of April with a huge update for you guys. So hopefully we will see a good portion of this Lowe's card knocked out by then. Wish me luck. I'm so excited to get started on this, and I'm so happy to see that this Amazon card is gone. I don't have to worry about this balance anymore and that huge amount of interest. I can't even tell you how happy this makes me. So thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss a video. I post new budgeting and lifestyle content here on my channel every single week. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, friends.